Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. We got a huge day of games today. It's game 5 of the NBA Finals. I got 2 picks for that, and I also got 2 picks in the World Cup because it's the biggest sporting event in the history of everything. So make sure you guys lock in, hit that like button down below, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. First of all, starting off the video a little differently, I want to take a look at what's happened in June so far. This is a third-party app called Pickit, which tracks all my picks, and this is only on PrizePicks I'm showing you guys. We've made 49 units this month. That is ridiculous, unheard of. Ask any other YouTuber, any other capper who you see take picks from, see if they can give you a screenshot of their picket. If they can't do that, they're lying to you. They've got something to hide. We have nothing to hide. We actually had a huge day here on Friday, and Saturday's looking good too. This is a lot of stuff that we got pending. But guys, Fridays are looking like our day. I'm not gonna lie. 25 units and then 20 units. That's ridiculous. Now let's talk about what happened yesterday, because if you guys tailed the YouTube pick, I'm pretty sure we got a record number of views. Over 400 of you guys tuned in to the YouTube video yesterday. If you guys tailed the pick, you cashed out. Am I going to say it was the best cash of all time? No, but money is still money. Christian Pulisic rebooted and Luchov pushed. Very unfortunate push, by the way. He got like 2 kills in that last round. Could have easily gone on the under, but Robinson ended up cashing. Pulisic gets subbed out at halftime. So I don't even know what this paid out. It was probably very low, but hey, money is money. Now, let's talk about what happened over on the VIP, because, man, it was huge. It was huge. This would be Thursday, June 11th. I sent out 10 PrizePicks slips. Unheard of stuff happened. 5 of them cashed. 5 of them. And that might sound like, what is this guy talking about, right? He's sending out 10 plays. He had half of them. That doesn't sound ridiculous, right? Why is he all gassed up about this? We're taking 4-man plays, man. We're taking 4-man plays. Only one of these was a discount, which was a 2.7x. We're taking 4-man plays that are paying out between 8.5 and 10x. That's ridiculous, guys. That is ridiculous to cash out 4 4-mans when we only sent out 10 picks. Well, technically one was a discount. So out of 9 4-mans that I sent out, 4 of them cashed out, giving us a 29 unit profit in one day. And the reason I'm recapping Thursday today instead of yesterday is because a lot of these plays, half of them, like this one, half of them cashed out on Thursday, and then we had half of them cash out on Friday. But this was green. This was green right here. This was actually the one that cashed out on Friday. And then this was another green from Thursday. And this was another green for the 2.75x. So much stuff. So much money we make on PrizePicks, guys. And it's because we're using our esports correlation methods. I know today we're not going to talk about esports picks, just World Cup and NBA. And a lot of you guys watching this video probably have never bet on esports before. But esports is what I do best on this channel, and it's exactly what makes us a crap ton of money. Esports, we're taking correlated duos, like 2 guys on the same team on the under together or on the over together. I'm looking at now, it looks like actually every single pick that we took here was on the under. What can I say? I love my unders. They can make you rich if you know what you're doing. But absolutely great stuff here. And to recap what happened yesterday on Friday, I sent out 11 plays. Only one of them cashed for a 4.5x, and it was a little bit of a losing day. But it really didn't feel like a losing day because a lot of these plays, the 9.5, 9.75 and stuff, had half of it that I needed to cash out on Friday. So really, Friday was a huge winning day, and I think that's why the graph says that Friday was our big day instead of Thursday, when I counted it a little differently. At the end of the day, man, we made a crap ton of money. What do you want me to say? We are absolutely cooking. And it's not just the PrizePicks plays. Because the World Cup started, only been 4 games so far. Because the World Cup started, I'm running a completely new thing. A challenge to all of my VIP members that I'm personally running myself. I'm calling it the Kalshi World Cup Challenge. I started and loaded up a Kalshi account with around $2,500. And now we're up to $2,800. A little bit more than $2,500. But yeah, this was day 0. And this is today. And let's break down exactly what happened. 2,500 into 5,000. That is the goal. On day 1, we went 2-0, profiting 3.4 units. We took the over in the Korea-Czechia game, and we took the over for Mexico team total. Both of them cashed out very, very sweat-free. Day 2, which was on Friday, USA-Paraguay, we slammed USA moneyline as a 6-unit play. It paid us out 6.3 units, and we greened that one out. This was the only miss, which was a little bit of a long shot play. It was just 2 units to see if Canada would get a blowout winner there. They did not end up getting that. It was a draw, and we cashed our second one, or our last one here, which was that Bosnia would not win it. But I'm going too deep into the plays, guys. The point is, I'm making you guys money on the biggest sporting event in the world, and it's very easy to tail. I'm sending out a few plays on Kalshi every single day, saying this is what I'm taking for the World Cup. This is how many units you should play on it. So the pick and the amount you should put on it. All you got to do is tail. And I'm running this with $25 units size, and we're running a lot of units, honestly. We have already made up to 2,800 bucks, and the goal is 5,000. And by the way, there's only been 2 days, only been 4 games of soccer so far, and so many teams haven't even played yet, guys. It's going to be ridiculous. So if you guys want to get in on this action, you want to tail, and you want to start making money on the biggest sporting event in the world, which is the World Cup, obviously, make sure you guys are locking in on the VIP. This is a VIP exclusive challenge, but good news is you guys can get in on the VIP and get in on Kalshi, which is the app that we're taking all these picks on, and it's 100% free to go ahead and do this. So first off, you got to sign up on Kalshi using code FFBAM, which is my code right here. Usually it's code BAM like it says on the hat, but it is code FFBAM for Kalshi. Make sure you add that FF at the beginning, and then you deposit at least 30 bucks, and you might go, well, that's 30 bucks. You said it was free. What's going on here? This $30 will be ammo for the VIP plays, so it's literally still VIP. Like, this $30 that you're putting into Kalshi is what you're end up putting on the World Cup slips and then making money from it. So it's literally still free. It's not like you're paying me any money. Then this is also the bonus offer they get. If you trade 10, you get 10. So you deposit at least 30 bucks, and then once you put your first slip down, at least 10 bucks or whatever, you're gonna get an extra little bonus on top of that. And it's available in every single state in the US. So this is the most clutch part about Kalshi. They're not gatekeeping it. Every single person who is watching this video, because most of you guys, I think all of you guys are in the US probably, can lock in on the World Cup challenge with us. Even if you've missed out for the first couple days, I mean, you've already seen what we've been doing, right? 2,500 into 2,800. We've already made 300 bucks just taking on 4 games so far in the World Cup. It's going to go nuclear soon. So make sure you guys are in there. Get free VIP. All you gotta do is sign up on Kalshi using code FFBAM, deposit at least 30 bucks, and then I forgot to add step 3, which is drop a comment on this video. Once you say comment on this video, just say, yo, I signed up for Kalshi using your code. I'm gonna get in touch with you, and we're gonna get you on VIP for free for 30 days. So that's literally a huge chunk of the World Cup. You guys can lock in and start making money. Now, that's enough about that. Well, last thing, make sure you guys are joining up in the Discord. It's 100% free to get in here, and I'm dropping free picks. That'll also be in the comments down below. This was a Discord play I sent out, by the way, smacked it. This was a Discord play I sent out, by the way. Tyler Adams missed by literally like 2 pass attempts. It is what it is, though. We're loving the stuff on the Discord, man. It's 100% free to get in there, so hit the link in the comments and join up. Now let's talk about the NBA plays for today, because we got some good games. Well, I shouldn't say games. We got a very, very good game. Only one game. I really do think the Spurs are going to take this, but that's neither here nor there, because we're taking player props, and we're starting it off with the man, the myth, the legend, Jalen Brunson right here on the over at 23.5 field goal attempts. And I saw some people talking about this, and I absolutely love this pick, man. I researched it myself. This is one of the best plays, if not the best play in the NBA you can take on PrizePicks right now, because Jalen Brunson has hit this in every single game this series. He hasn't actually dropped below 20.5 or 25 in this one. Sorry. He hasn't dropped below 25. And all he needs here is 23.5 to hit on the over, right? 24. This is a very, very good spot for Jalen Brunson. In the head-to-head, he hits this at a 75% rate. And the most important thing is how they are using him in the finals, right? You might think back and you might have heard some talk about Cat getting finals MVP, OG and Anunoby getting finals MVP for their good performances. But what people who are saying that do not realize is that the only reason why those other players have the ability to go ahead and thrive is because Jalen Brunson is doing what he does. And what is Jalen Brunson doing in this one? He's not actually being all that efficient, but he is putting pressure on the Spurs every single play. Every single time Jalen Brunson has the ball in his hand, the Spurs defense is in shambles. They are under a lot of pressure and a lot of duress. And even though Jalen Brunson might not end up with the bucket in a lot of those, just the threat of what he can do, the threat of how easy his shot should be, is unfathomable for the Spurs. And they end up with numbers like this, where Jalen Brunson is chucking up a ton of shots just to keep the pressure high. Because if your star player goes out there and dribbles the ball around a little bit and only shoots 10 times, right? He's become less and less and less threatening every single time, because they start to realize, yeah, this guy's not actually shooting the ball. He's probably not feeling that hot. There's no reason why we should, guard him with our best player or double team him or anything like that, or even just put attention to it, right? There's no reason to do that. So they're not going to do that. But Jalen Brunson knows this, so he is taking physically as many shots as possible. He's generating a ton of good looks. Even if they're not going to go in, he's going to continue firing. And this is what happened every single game this series, and we're going to continue to bet on it today. The only way I would see this going on the under is if the Spurs win in an absolute blowout. And hey, we saw what happened when the Spurs tried to do that in game 4. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not trying to curse it. I do want to see a game 6, so I'm kind of leading the Spurs here. But anyways, Jalen Brunson here on the over at 23.5 field goal attempts. Only way he doesn't hit is if he plays very, very few minutes if the Spurs go ahead and blow him out. Now, play number 2 for the NBA, we're going to go over to Julian Champagnie, and we're taking him on the over at 6 3-pointers attempted. Julian Champagnie in the playoffs has been absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to try to find this pick. 6 3-point attempts, we like it on the over in the playoffs. So we should just look at, like, let's say, like the last 30 games, 20 games. Really just the last, I don't know, 15 games or something. Most of the last 10 games. He's at the over at a 70% rate. Very, very solid. In the head-to-head, he's hitting the over in 5 out of his last 9 games. And this is going back to when he's not even playing that many minutes. If we look at what's happening this series, right? Only been 4 games so far this series. The type of minutes he's playing is straight up ridiculous. 31 minutes, 36 minutes, 26 minutes, and then 33 minutes. And he hit that in almost every single one. This was the only one, the time when the Knicks won by 1. Well, I suppose they've won by 1 in 2 games now. But this was the only one where he went on the under. He only got 5 3-point attempts. I absolutely love Champagnie to go out there and continue firing. You saw what happened with the Spurs. They are not scared to fire up threes. And I don't think just because they lost that game on a lucky tip-in and an unfortunate De'Aaron Fox, bamboozle at the end there, absolute garbage play, bungle of a, we don't need to keep talking about that. I don't think that they're going to stop shooting threes just because of what happened in game 4. So I like Julian Champagnie here on the over at 6 3-point attempts. That's going to be play number 2. But like I said at the beginning, we're going to close it out with what's been cooking for us this entire last 48 hours, which is the World Cup. The World Cup is super, super profitable on PrizePicks. And the player that we're going to go ahead and take, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it, but we're taking Carlens Arcus on the under and Ricardo Ade on the under here, or Ade on the under here at 48.5 pass attempts and 41.5 pass attempts. Both of these guys play for Haiti, and they're going up against Scotland tonight. And I expect Haiti to not have possession very much. I expect Scotland to actually dominate the possession battle. They have the stronger midfield, which is really what you want to look at when it comes to the possession battle. Scott McTominay, I think, is going to be a huge impacting role in this one. And you just look at the talent that Scotland has in the midfield with McTominay and McGinn even up against guys like Bellegarde, who are solid. But then the rest of their team, Haiti, honestly, not that good. So I expect Scotland to control the possession a lot. And why you're saying, why does this matter? Why we're taking the Haiti defenders? We're just talking about Scotland this whole time. If Scotland control the possession, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is the entire Haiti team will likely go towards the under on their passes attempted, because the entire Haiti team won't see much of the ball. As a result, the entire Scottish team will have the ball a lot. They're going to be passing it around in the back and the midfield a ton, which is what you do in soccer, right? And when that's happening, what's not happening? The Haiti players are not getting the ball. They're not getting passes in, and they're likely going to go on the unders. And guys, this is a strategy that we utilized. If you remember at the beginning of the video, you'll see this is exact pick that we utilized in that very first day of the World Cup with Korea and Czechia. I expected Korea to dominate possession, so I took the Czechia guys on the under for passes attempted, and they both cashed their unders pretty easily because they didn't control the possession. And this is exactly what we were doing yesterday with the USA. We expected USA to control the possession a ton, and almost every single player on the USA hit the over. It was Tim Ream hit the over, Anthony Robinson hit the over. I think Weston McKennie ended up hitting his over. Christian Pulisic did not, but he was looking very good. If he kept playing in the second half, he would have hit the over. I mean, if they weren't up like 2-0, he would have hit the over there. And then Tyler Adams actually ended up hooking. But there were so many good players because you could see all the USA guys pretty much hit on the over and almost all the Paraguay guys hit on the under. And I expect what exact same thing to happen here with the Scottish guys controlling possession and the Haitians not getting the ball very much. So this is going to pay out 9.75x on PrizePicks, which I just got to make this clear, man. We're not trying to win every single slip. We're not going to win every single slip. You have to be mentally prepared to lose 6, 7, 8 plays in a row and then cash out a 9.75x and then be profitable. Like, actually think about what it would feel like to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've been through a whole week now. 8 plays in a row and then hit your 9th one and then be up and profitable. And you just got to know that's how the math works. You're going to be profitable if you lose 8 in a row and then hit a split like this. Obviously, we'd like to hit it, 1 in every 7 or 1 in every 6. Then we'd be ridiculously profitable. But the point is, you're not going to hit it every single day. So it's a long shot play. You guys better be aware of that. And I don't want you to just come in the comments tomorrow and say, oh, this guy always misses. Because, yeah, we're going to miss more than we're going to hit, but we're going to profit more than we will lose. That's the key to the strategy. But yeah, that's all I got for this one. I appreciate y'all watching all the way to the end because there's probably only like 5 of you guys still watching. Most people don't have an attention span this long. And let's make some money on the World Cup and on the NBA Game 5 on Saturday. Let's get it, guys.